is Lauren Fogelman from ExpertSportsPerformance.com, working with elite motivated athletes to have more focus, confidence, and the ability to effectively deal with distractions when competing in order to have more wins. This week's topic is losing focus costs millions for Serena Williams. If you saw the US Opens, you have to just give Serena credit for being naturally talented and gifted. She is one of the best female tennis players in all time. And when she's on her game, she is amazing. It's a beautiful thing to watch. She made it all the way to the finals, playing against Stephanie Stouser from Australia, and she was doing great. Then a moment came, she made a call before Stephanie had a chance to hit the ball back, and that's when everything happened. All of a sudden, there was this anger, this frustration. She just got so upset about the chair umpire giving a point to Stephanie because Serena just reacted too quickly to return, and that helped her game for a little bit. Her anger actually gave her momentum for a little bit, but it couldn't last. Eventually, it distracted her, and she gave away the tournament and the win. That anger cost her $1.3 million. Pretty expensive lesson. Now, it's not like this is the first time that this has happened to Serena. Her anger and her emotions have gotten in the way of her winning before. However, one of the things to look at is just as she practices on her physical training, getting beautiful backhands, amazing power serves, there needs to be focus on her emotional intelligence as well, her mental game, because things do happen, and it's how you respond to it that really makes a difference between the champion mindset and an average athlete. So emotional intelligence is really about identifying, assessing, and controlling your emotions, as well as being able to read what's going on with your opponent through looking at their body language and being able to assess that as well. That gives you the framework for emotional intelligence, and we're going to go through the 5 main pieces. So the first piece is self-awareness. You need to have an emotional vocabulary, not just about happy, angry, sad. It needs to be more sophisticated because as people, we're sophisticated. We don't just run on empty or full. We have this whole range of emotions and experiences. And the more that you can identify what you're feeling and be able to assess that, put a name to it, know how you want to respond to it, the better you're going to be at having controlled responses as opposed to getting reactive when something out of the ordinary comes up or something would typically distract you. Therefore, that helps to build your game face. Really staying in check no matter what, because that gives you that champion mindset and it's the winner's edge. The next part is self-regulation. Self-regulation is having complete control over your emotions. So, okay, there are times when things happen. Maybe it's a bad call. Maybe your opponent did something that should have been called out. Maybe there's something about the weather or the conditions that are just affecting you and they could easily get on your nerves. In order to be able to really have that champion mindset, you want to know how to deal with those things, staying cool, calm, and confident, maintaining focus no matter what. And having that strategy is going to really position you to have more wins, better results than someone who's just reactive and lets things get under their skin. The third part, motivation. It's something I come back to over and over and over again because athletes who are motivated have positive goals. They know where they want to go. Also, it gives a stronger commitment. There's initiative, drive, optimism. What more can you want? That motivation generates energy to stay laser focused, because it's all about the process in order to reach that end result. Therefore, know what really drives you and motivates you to take that extra edge, to go the extra mile, because when you go the extra mile, there's very little competition there. The fourth one is empathy. Empathy is learning to be able to read other people's body language. Now, that's something that Western civilization isn't that good at. We go with things right in our face, the obvious. But the Eastern philosophies really learn to read people based upon their eye contact, gestures, body language. There's this whole language that we actually pick up subconsciously, and we don't even know how to use that to our benefit. Therefore, the more that you can learn to tune into other people's emotions, the better you'll be positioned to be a top performer. Because you want to be able to read when other people are nervous, or when they're angry, or when they're feeling confident, so that you can use that for your edge, as opposed to all of a sudden getting surprised, being caught off guard, and losing your focus. So empathy is amazing. It lets you learn how to respond to other people's emotions as opposed to being responsive. And the fifth one is social skills. Social skills are just people skills. That's it, but it's so necessary. Whether it's talking with your trainer, your coach, the press, negotiating a contract, social skills are powerful. Those are the people who are team leaders, are the ones that have the best social skills, because they know how to rally people onto their cause, how to motivate people. And it takes charisma, a certain way of being able to connect with people and know how to get them all charged up, that really puts you at the top of your game when you have those social skills, because charisma really fosters leadership and influence. And it's a learned thing. You don't have to be born with social skills, but you can learn them and really use them to your edge. So these are the 5 different components of emotional intelligence. They're things that can be learned and fine-tuned and improved upon. And bringing those into your training program will give you that champion mindset and that winner's edge. If you're interested in the 7 mistakes that most athletes unknowingly make, go to my website, expertsportsperformance.com, put your name and email address in the box. You'll immediately get that free starter kit. I look forward to hearing comments about what you thought about this lesson today and this training. Lauren Fogelman, expertsportsperformance.com. More focus, more wins.